Hello, YouTube. This is Jay Coder back with another stream. And today I'm going to be going over how to quickly get started with the Gemini API inside Android Studio. And so you can get it ready for development in your Android app. And yeah, so this is my live stream. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel like this. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the thing that you need to do is you can simply open the Android Studio. And right now I'm at the developer.android.com page, and I'm under the article that says add code from a template. So what I am doing now is scrolling down to the use the Gemini API template. And so this gives us step-by-step instructions on how to get started with the Gemini API quickly. So it says use the Gemini API template to build an application that implements generative AI using the Google AI SDK. Before beginning, ensure that you are running Android Studio Koala 2024-11 or higher. So make sure you have that in order to see this option. So it says start Android Studio and open a new project using File, New Project, and select Gemini API Starter. And I'm going to also show you guys this in Android Studio along with going over this on the web page. But anyway, you would go to New Project, and then you should see this one that says Gemini API Starter. And so I'm going to make a new project here, Gemini API Starter. So this is what I'm going to name my project, Gemini API Starter Lab 1. Then I'm going to hit next. And then this is the important part. Let me show you guys this really quick. So basically, so basically, after you choose the Gemini API starter, it says in the next step of the wizard, after you choose a project name and location, provide an API key for authentication to the Gemini API. If if you don't, it says okay. If you don't have a Gemini API key, click the link provided in the wizard to navigate to the Google AI Studio and request a new key. Once completed, copy your new API key back into the wizard and click finish. So the way it works here is, let me show you guys. Oops. Let me see. Okay. So here you can simply, to generate your key, click on that link here, and it will take you to the page where you can get your API key. And so what you can do is you can actually copy your key from this page here, and then you can use it in your project. So then once you have your key, you can go ahead and paste it here and then hit finish. And then once you do that, you will be able to go into the project. And this is what the project looks like. And since also on this live stream the API key was visible, I will be making a new one after this video. But anyway, once you are able to get your project up here, you can go ahead and test it, and it will bring up a sample. And it takes a little while for it to load and compile and run. I have my simulator here, and this is what it brings up for the Gemini API starter project. So what it has is you can select in this sample app, you can select through a choice of baked goods and select it. So I'm going to select these cookies. And then it has a pre-filled prompt that says provide a recipe for the baked goods in the image. And so I'm going to go ahead and hit go on that. And okay, so since this technology is moving fast, it says that the Gemini 1.0 Pro version has been deprecated on July 12th, 2024. Consider switching to a different model, for example, Gemini 1.5 Flash. So, all right, so it looks like we're going to have to do this for this example because in this example, it's trying to use a deprecated model. But don't worry, it's very easy to fix this. So you would go to your source code here, and we're going to go into the baking view model, and then baking view model.kt. You'll see on line 24 where it has the model name. We will simply change that model name to the what it tells us to use instead, which is the Gemini 1.5, and that's going to be Gemini 1.5 Flash. And then let us go ahead and try that one. Okay, and now let us select this image here that they have for the cookies, and then we're gonna see if we can get the recipe for that. It says current generation stopped, reason recitation. Okay, let me try this one. Okay, so this one says this one successfully got the cake recipe, cherry sprinkles cupcake recipe. Yield one cupcake, 15 minutes. Prep time 20 minutes. cook time. Then it gives the ingredients there, and then the instructions on how to prepare it. And so that's great. So it's working for that one. Let's see if it works for this chocolate cake looking thing. So I'm going to go ahead and get the recipe for that one. And this is chocolate cake with strawberry and blueberry filling. And so it gets that. So the point of this example is to show the capabilities of quickly what like a basic setup of Gemini API can do. So first of all, it's seeing what you have in the image, and it is also understanding what is in that image, and also giving a recipe to go ahead and bake what it's seeing in that image, which is a pretty cool application. And one more thing I wanted to show you guys is, so this is a good way to get started with this example, but you can also load up another sample of generative AI to play around with very quickly as well, which I'm going to show you the process of doing that just really quick. And then, so let me see. So in order to do that, you can go to File and then New, and then you can say Import Sample. And this is an Android Studio, of course. And then you can also type in Generative AI. And also, they have the Google Generative AI sample for Android. And you would just select that and then hit next, and then it will load a new project with that particular sample. So that's another sample demonstrating the the capabilities of the Gemini. And so that's what I wanted to show you guys today. And with these two examples, it's very easy to get started with Gemini. And I hope you guys liked this stream. And as again, like, subscribe, and comment. And until next time, stay coding.